Hi everyone, my name is Rosi Rosell, Editor-in-Chief of Calle Ocho News. Today we're talking about Districts in Focus, a Calle Ocho News series spotlighting local leaders shifting and changing Miami's neighborhoods. Today we sit down with City of Miami Commissioner Rolando Escalona. Hi Rolando, so nice
Hi,
to
Rosie.
be here again with you.
Pleasure, of course.
Last
Thank you
time-
for having me.
The last time we sat here together, we were talking about what was happening during the elections before he got elected, but he's recently elected by a landslide. Everybody wanted him in, and we're out with ya se acabó el rollo. The rollo is out of the way, okay? Rolando, the reality of the job. Tell me, what's been different since taking office?
Well, what's different since I took office is that we're acting, we're moving, and we're moving forward. And a lot of people, sometimes they say, no, this is a part-time job. You don't have to do this. I'm a commissioner that I'm involved. I go every day in the morning. I do a walkthrough through my neighborhoods, and then I do the same at night. I get in my car, and I go through it, identifying and seeing issues that we have in the different neighborhoods that we have in District 3.
Has anything caught your eye,
Yes, there are a couple of issues that need immediate attention, and I believe everybody knows the issues that we have. But the main ones that I'm working at the moment, one is cleaning the neighborhoods.
Which happens to be my next question. That's why I brought this up. Because the cleanliness is totally obvious.
Yes.
Totally obvious.
You know what I like is whether you live in the roads, Shenandoah, or Little Havana. I want you to get out of your house, and I want you to see a street that is clean, that is organized, that is neat, that you have no potholes on the streets, and the sidewalks are fixed. That hasn't happened in a very long time.
Not just clean, but safe.
Exactly. Yes. Adding more speed bumps. I believe that's very much needed with the amount of traffic that we have in City of Miami at the moment. And remember, a lot of people use the neighborhoods to cut through traffic. We need to add speed bumps. That's something that is a priority. But cleaning is the number one priority. One is what we as a city do. I bought 2 trucks plus one that they had already. We're gonna have three teams on the street. Plus the city is gonna lend me some people in the meantime to make sure that we go very aggressively when it comes to cleaning, bulk trash, etc., etc. Also, we're gonna do a campaign online on social medias, by mail, TV, radio. The people
Have to do their part.
Exactly.
People have to do their part.
They have to, because we have so many cultures in Miami, and maybe what's okay where you came from or what I came from is not okay here. So people need to be informed. They need to be communicated on what they can do and what they can know. So we're gonna make sure that they know.
No, and the fact that illegal dumping is
Yes.
it's illegal. Dumping is
Yes,
illegal,
yes.
and there's piles of stuff all over the place. He can come in and clean everything, but if we don't keep it clean, it's not going to
Yes.
stay that way. So the residents need to do their part.
Yeah, so this is gonna work, I think, in 2 parts. One is what we as a city do, and the other one is what the residents of the district do. We're gonna inform them, we're gonna let them know how they have to, take the trash out, etc. We're gonna do all of that so you cannot say that you didn't know.
No,
You're going to know.
and they can't give you the excuse that they don't have a trash can. You're going to make sure they have a trash can they need.
100%. Another thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the community out. Every other Saturday, what we're planning to do every other Saturday is by neighborhoods, bring the communities out and do like street
Engage
cleanings.
them.
Exactly, street. Many people care, by the way. Many people that we have. When I was campaigning, they told me we don't want to live like this, but there was no initiative before to do anything. So now I'm bringing those initiatives to put them in place. So every other Saturday, we're gonna be, with different neighborhoods, cleaning, explaining, bringing kids out to help us clean because people care and they want to see a different district.
I have a suggestion for you. Your job is to take care of the residents, to make sure that the tourists see a community that's being taken care of. But I have a suggestion for you.
Tell me.
And I don't know, maybe you can do it, because I tried calling the previous administration several times, but of course, no one ever answered the phone. And I feel that at least the main Calle Ocho strip needs to be pressure cleaned.
We are already, yes, I'm working on that already. We're buying the machines. the pressure washer machines,
Mhm.
and we're gonna make sure that that happens. But if you look now at 7 in the morning, we have a crew every morning cleaning Calle Ocho.
That's awesome.
Cleaning Calle Ocho. I wanna bring Calle Ocho to what it should be.
This has never happened before. Well, I mean, as long as I've been alive.
Yes. I really want Calle Ocho to go back to what it should be. I want people to be proud to go to Calle Ocho. I want people, when you bring your family here to Miami, I want you to think, oh, let's go to Calle Ocho.
Of course.
I have to show you Calle Ocho.
I mean,
And that is not only restaurants, it's bringing art, culture, roots. You know what I mean?
nightlife,
Exactly.
community.
Yes, community, exactly.
Now that you're officially serving District 3, what is one part of the job that's been very different from what you expected while campaigning?
I have to say that the city of Miami works way slower than I do. I want to move very fast. And I think about what I want. I consulted with my team, and we're like, okay, let's move forward. Let's get things done. When obviously you have to go through the administration, it's very slow. However, remember that we just got a new city manager, and I'm very sure that he's going to speed up. He's going to speed up the process that we have in city of Miami. That's something that I discussed with him when we had our meetings. That we need change, and we also need customer service. So I want residents, when they go either to here, City Hall, or the MRC, the building by the river, I want them to feel heard. I want them to know that we're gonna find solutions for them, even if the issues that they have don't belong to the city. Because remember, you have the county, you have the state, you have the federal government.
Well, let me interject there. I wanted to interrupt because we were interviewing Vicky Lopez, and she was telling us about a bus bench that didn't have a roof across the street from Robert King. And I said, well, you have to give credit to county services that made it happen. And she said, well, I have to give credit, to be honest, to the city of Miami, to Mr. Escalona, who made it happen.
So
already there's things happening.
Relationships is also very important to me. I have a very good relationship with Commissioner Lopez, and I know that relationship with previous commissioners, to my knowledge, it didn't exist. Now we're gonna be able to work city and county together, which means we're gonna be able to get things done also faster.
And there's a synergy. There's a synergy behind that.
Exactly.
I mean, why wouldn't, if we as residents have to work together, why can't our county and our city work together? I mean,
yes,
our taxes paying for all of it.
And Rosie, we have to remember something. A lot of times when residents have complaints or they need solutions, they don't know about county, city, state.
Of course.
They just want solutions. And this is when I come in and I say, hey, I can help you with this because this is county. However, we're going to connect you with this person in the county that's going to help you fix the issues that we have. And we make sure that we communicate with the person in the county and make sure that we get whatever they need done and follow up. That is very important. Follow up. How was everything? You fix your issue, whatever was the case. Follow up. People want to be heard. That's what they elect us for.
Yeah, you don't want things to slip through the cracks.
Exactly.
Like the sidewalks,
Exactly.
Cleanliness, safety, and pride. A little bit more about that. When residents talk about cleanliness, they're also talking about safety and neighborhood pride. What visible changes should people expect to see and feel in District 3 this year?
No, you're going too far. Remember, I go faster.
This month.
In these 3 months, the first 90 days of my administration, what I want to focus on is in safety. As you say, I just had meetings with other commanders, with many of the police officers in our areas, and I requested for them to do what I believe needs to be done. I mean, I believe City of Miami Police Department does a fantastic job, but I just gave them the guidance that I need. This is what I want. And what I want is police patrolling. They have to be around, which I'm not saying they don't, but there are some areas that we need a little bit more police patrolling, interacting with neighborhoods. Because some people also many people are afraid. And you see a cop and you're like, oh no, a cop, no. Talk to people. Let the residents know, hey, my name is Officer this. I'm here to serve you. Whatever you need, this is my business card. Get the community closer to the police department, I believe is also very important. So when they have an issue, they pick up the phone because maybe it's not an emergency that you have to call 911, but you can call the officer that's assigned to your area and you can, hey, this is going on. How can we go about this? So that's one. Number two is cleaning. I mean, we spoke about it. I told you everything that I want to do. And that's kind of when it comes to what you just mentioned, what I want to do. When it comes to community and bringing the community together, we're going to bring back movie nights. That's coming back. We're going to bring back Viernes Culturales. That's going to come back.
In a better way.
Of course, it's going to belong to the people.
Like it used to be.
Like it used to be. It's not going to be more the commissioner doing it. It belongs to the people. And that's going back to them. You know? I'm just closing all those chapters that you know that happened in the past in the city of Miami. All of that is over. I'm here to work for the people.
Is it going to go back to the same last Friday of the month?
Yeah, it'll be, yes, exactly. I want it exactly like it was 20 years ago because that has been around for 25 years.
Well, Viernes Culturales started the same year Calle Ocho News started,
yes,
by the way.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's like around 25 years,
25
right?
years.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about, speaking of Calle Ocho and its legacy, how are you going to work to protect the look, cultural, and feel and the identity of Calle Ocho while also addressing challenges like parking and traffic, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of people that come to visit Calle Ocho get their car towed.
Yes.
And that's a deterrent to visit Calle Ocho. So what can you tell us about that?
There are a couple of things when it comes to Calle Ocho. For me, it's my baby. There are a couple of things that I want to do in Calle Ocho. One is I want to create something that is called a bid. A bid is pretty much kind of like a taxation that you do on business owners. They have to agree to it. I cannot force them. They agree to it, but the money, the extra tax money that you get, it stays on Calle Ocho.
Like
and it can be like the one
like the
in Coconut
Downtown
Grove.
Development Authority?
No, don't get me that. No. This is only for business owners. Coconut Grove has one. This is only for business owners.
Okay. Not the taxes.
No. Business owners, they agree to it, but they serve in the board. And they, think about this, they decide what to do with the money that's coming in, but it must be reinvested on Calle Ocho.
Right.
So to invest in art, in culture. And I know many business owners in Calle Ocho tried to do this before, but obviously never happened. And I spoke to many of them already, and they told me, we want that. We would love to do that because with that same money, you can do partnership with the port and all the buses that come in here. You can bring more people. Exactly. And then when you bring more people, what happens to businesses?
They
made them more. Exactly. That is the goal. And another thing, hire people from within. From all these businesses that may come in, that will come in, I know, you do a campaign to hire people from within the district. And think
you
about
support
that.
The community
So
simultaneously.
you support your community. And if you work close to where you live, you can walk. You don't need to use a car.
Through the clean streets.
Yeah, exactly. So think about how many issues you fix by fixing one. That's the main goal that I have. When it comes to parking, now I'm looking for land and starting 7 to see where empty lots we have and what we can do. So we need to create more parking. Like people want to go, but as you said, they have nowhere to park.
Calle Ocho needs a parking garage.
Yes, I understand. And that's something that I'm starting and I'm going through, and I'm going to have a feedback on that very, very soon.
There's a good lot right behind the ball and chain.
True? Well, actually, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Small business owners often raise concerns about fairness and communication in code enforcement. What have you observed so far, and where do you see room for improvement?
Well, we all know what happened before. We all know how it was, how the city was used against business owners.
Correct.
That's not the case with me. You know, when I was campaigning, many people told me, we can help you. Many business owners told me, we can help you because we have a compromise with somebody else. You know what I know? But it's your right. That's what we live in America. What I told them was, listen, don't worry. If I get elected, the door will be open for you. And that's exactly what's going to happen. All these people, they can come to me right now. I want them to do better. And that's what we're trying to do, everything that we're trying to do. And obviously, if they have any issues, they can come to me. I will 100% try to help them. My goal is to help them get better and help them make money. Because if everybody, think about this, if the business owners are making money and the employees are making money, that money also we can use it somehow. Well, if they want to reinvest it,
Of course.
keep streets clean, etc. There are a lot of
It gets
things
re-injected.
Exactly.
Affordable housing is a priority, but so is keeping long-time business residents in the district.
Yes.
How are you planning to balance both?
Okay, let me explain to you when it comes to affordable housing. We need to understand if we want affordable housing, we have to build. It is a sad reality, but it is a reality. If Rosie, how are we gonna create affordable housing without building? Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm again identifying the land, the land places that belong to City of Miami, and I want obviously to do many affordable housing projects. But I want them to be affordable because you know what I question sometimes?
What is affordable?
Exactly. There you go.
Affordable
How affordable is affordable?
Yeah.
So because I see many of the dealers, this is affordable. Okay, how much is the rent? $3,000. How is that affordable?
Affordable to who?
How is that affordable? We need to live a reality. And I believe many people don't. And that's my goal. We're gonna get better. However, when it comes to Little Havana, I want to keep, how do I say, the structure that we have. And I will be working on legislation in the future for that. If you want to build, you can build, that's okay, but it needs to match Little Havana. If you want to build in Shenandoah, it needs to match Shenandoah. If you want to build a house in Shenandoah, just make it look like Shenandoah. Shenandoah is such a fantastic and beautiful place. And you have all these beautiful houses that have been there for many, many years. And then you have a sugar box next to it. That you don't see how it matches the neighborhood.
Yeah, but we have to give credit to some of the developers that actually do a really nice job of maintaining the same design as the original.
That should be the goal. And that's all I want. Because that's also what the Shenandoah neighborhood wants.
Regarding homelessness and quality of life, how do you plan to balance compassion with quality of life when addressing homelessness in District 3?
The homeless situation to me is very delicate because I know what it is to have nothing. Remember, I'm not some rich guy. No. I know what it is to have no money. I understand what it is to go through things in life. So I'm very passionate when it comes to the homeless. However, we have to understand that if you have 4 homelesses out of the business, nobody would want to go there. And that doesn't mean that they are aggressive, but some people just don't feel safe.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to put together right now is a plan in which we can offer number 1 shelter. And we're doing that with the HEAT team and the Miami Police Department. I'm going to offer them, shelter that is very needed. And then finding solution. There is an organization that is called Hermanos de la Calle. I don't know if you have heard about them. I heard, and I have to go through this, that what they were doing was they would get the homeless, they would put them through rehab, etc. Then they would rent in like a room that they would pay $300 something, and they would find them a job. And then when they were ready to go back to society, they would let them go. That is fantastic. We need more programs like those.
That's amazing for the homeless people that actually want the help, because there's actually some homeless people that don't want the help.
Yes.
And those are probably going to be the ones that are like, no. Si ya me limpiaste la calle, you cleaned the street. I'm okay. I can sleep here. We have to pray for those because
yes. No, we have to offer help as well, and we have to try ways. That's why we have professionals, by the way, that we go and talk to them to see if we can, convince them to get shelter, etc., etc.
We're going to wrap up this interview with a hot topic, which is Tower Theater, recently given back to Miami-Dade College by the City of Miami. So talk to us a little bit about Tower Theater. What does the future of the Tower Theater represent for arts, culture, and community life in District 3?
Okay, when it comes to the Tower Theater, we have to go back in history. 20 years ago, the Tower Theater was given to Miami-Dade College. They were doing a fantastic job. And I wasn't here, but I know this because this is what the neighborhood, all of them, like 90% of the people I spoke to, they told me.
What?
So when we talk about going back, like some people made the comments, hey, no, you go and get the facts. And the facts are that the Miami-Dade College was doing a fantastic job when they had the Tower Theater. The facts are that Miami-Dade College included the community when they had the Tower Theater. We all know what happened here was just political.
Of course.
That's why the previous commissioner took it, and that's why I want to give it back to the Tower, the Miami-Dade College, because I know they're gonna do a fantastic job. And I had meetings with them. I told them the number one priority is one, keeping the Tower Theater as an institution. It's a historic building. You know, it's the oldest theater in Miami. I didn't know.
Wow.
I found out the other day.
Makes sense.
So keeping it as a beautiful, that's how do you say, as a beautiful part of our history, one, and two, having the community participate, engage, activities with the communities, movie nights. The community needs to be involved, and those are the two things that I told them that are priority in between other things that they have to be included in the contract. My community, our community, and the theater, the look and the shape, etc., etc., etc. Those are priorities that we have. And those are priorities that we will go through and we will review and we will make sure that the community understands and knows. But this is what they want. I don't know if you saw the last meeting, how many people came to talk in favor of giving it back to Miami-Dade College.
Amazing. I'm sure it was a good meeting.
Yes.
Commissioner Rolando Escalona, thank you for joining us and for sharing your perspective on the future of District 3. As part of our Districts in Focus series, we appreciate your commitment to serving the community and preserving what makes Calle Ocho unique. Keep up the great work.
Of course, and thank you, Rosi, for keeping our community involved, informed. We need more of this. And I just want to tell District 3, we are here to work and we are here to get things done. That's why I was elected, and that's what I'm going to do. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.